If you have went through a lot in life and you just have a really hard exterior, maybe a hardened heart, kind of put up this wall, this barrier to protect yourself, you need to hear this. So I had a dream last night, and a lot of times God will give me lots of messages through my dreams. This one was so very clear. So in my dream last night, my tongue was actually cut off and it was sewed back on with a dolphin's tongue. Yes, I know it's very specific, and there's a reason why I remember that. Now I'm going to go back to that part, but I'm going to explain to you like how I felt a little bit when that happened, when my tongue was cut off. At first, like it didn't feel weird when it was sewed back on. I just felt normal. It wasn't until I went to sleep in my dream and woke back up where I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I felt like a world of confusion. I felt pain, like my tongue was hurting so bad. In my dream, my man had got food and I couldn't eat that food. Well, anyways, God really does speak to us through dreams, and I wrote down a lot of stuff because I was in prayer with God, just asking for answers. And what it says right here is the cut off tongue represents a feeling of being silenced or unable to express your true thoughts and feelings openly. So that symbolizes my tongue being cut off. Now we're going to go in depth about it being sewed back on with a dolphin's tongue. So dolphins can symbolize playfulness and joy. Dolphins are often associated with positive energy, playfulness, and social connection, suggesting a need to bring more lightheartedness into your communication. The funny thing about that is I was actually just in conversation with my man the other day, and he was telling me, like, you don't have to be so hard with your approach. Like, you can speak a little nicer, a little bit more lighthearted. And I was just like, I don't think so. Like, like we hear it from someone we love and we're like, I don't really want to take your advice. But then you hear it from someone else and you're like, maybe I need to. That is what happened in the dream. I heard it from my man. I was like, no, like about the tongue. Because he had told me, you need to take something out of your mouth during the middle of the night and then it won't hurt. And then my sister was in the dream. She told me that exact same thing. And I listened to her, but not my man. So it's like, I need to listen to my soulmate also because he knows me just like the woman who raised me. So like your parents, just the way your parents know you, that's the way he knows me. So I just needed to listen. Like God told me if he's giving me advice that's positive and it's going to lead me to a greater good of myself, I most likely should listen to it because he knows me inside and out, almost better than I know myself. Dolphins are also seen as intuition and just a deeper understanding of things. So it's like most likely saying you need to trust that initial feeling that God gives you. I need to listen to God. And sometimes God will speak through other people to get to us. And that's what God has been doing with my man. He's been speaking through him to get to me about my communication because I've had a hard life. I've went through so much in life. I know a lot of people say that, but you truly would, if you want to hear my story, I would need to write a book. Like I truly would, because the things that I have been through, you would look at me and be like, wow, like I never ever would have guessed that. Especially with my walk in Christ, most people veer away if they went through what I went through. But no, it's brought me closer to Christ. Yes, it's taken me a really long time to get here, but it truly has strengthened my relationship with Christ, and I'm grateful for all the good and the bad. But anyways, back on track. I tend to be a little bit more hardened. I'm a lot more soft and feminine than I was in my past. My kids have helped me a lot with that, having kids and then being with my man. He truly has brought out this feminine side to me because he's masculine and he can help bring that out of me. But when you go through a lot in life, you tend to be harder on the inside and outside because you're trying to protect yourself. And what we don't realize is in reality, we're not really protecting ourselves by doing that. We're hurting ourselves because we're not allowing ourselves to feel, and we're not allowing true connections because we're not allowing people to really get to know the true us. It's just that surface level. And we do that to protect ourselves. But in reality, we're hurting ourselves. We think that if I don't make these connections and I don't allow these people to fully get in, they can't hurt me. But they can. And actually you're hurting yourself by doing that because you're not allowing yourself to fully connect with these people, to fully find your group of people, your Christ-like people. So the point in this message is to let you guys know that if you are hardened, if you have a hardened shell on the outside and your heart feels hardened, drop that guard. I'm telling you, you will feel so much better, because God told me last night when I was in conversation with him, he told me, you don't have to protect yourself anymore, because I am here to protect you now. He told me, give it to me and I will be your shield. You don't need that wall anymore, because I am all around you and I am protecting you. And my angels are protecting you. The people that you've lost and you've loved so dearly, they are protecting you. So I don't need to protect myself anymore. I can let my guard down. I can truly be me. And he will be there for me. He told me, give it to me. Give it to me and I will be there for you. You won't be hurt, because everything is intentional and everything you go through is for a reason. So I will be there for you. I will have my arms wrapped around you, protecting you at all times. You can be soft. You can be vulnerable. You can open yourself up. You don't have to be so rough with your words and your actions. You can be you. He told me, Ellie, let your guard down and be you. Be the true version of you. And I'm getting emotional because it's hard for me to say. It truly is really hard for me to say, because this is like me going back and just closing this old door of who I've been my whole life and who I felt like I've always had to be. And he's telling me, no, you don't have to be this person. You don't have to be this person anymore. You can allow yourself to feel. You can allow yourself to be transformed. And I just felt like a big wave of peace over me. The way God can communicate with us through dreams. How amazing, how beautiful. And I'm here to tell you that you can feel the same thing. You can allow yourself to feel, and allow that wall to come down, fully come down, and allow God to take over. Allow him to protect you, because you protecting yourself is only truly hurting you deep within. If you allow God to protect you and give it to him, you will feel a world of peace and you will feel so much better. Please listen to this message and just give it to God. I promise you, your life will start to change, to flourish, and you will start to become this beautiful flower, this version of yourself that has been hiding this whole time. God bless. And please let that guard down.